What's up, YouTube? It's Mr. Ferguson back once again here in Central North Carolina. Hope you guys are having a fantastic day. We're back up at the project lawn to talk a little bit more about mowing and about the way that I mow the project lawn. I want to talk to you about that. I kind of hinted on it last video. I am currently up in West Virginia. The local baseball team, I don't want to get the ages wrong. I want to say, no, it's 11 to 13, maybe. I don't know the ages of Shady Springs in Beckley, West Virginia, that area. They won the state championship, I do believe. And so they're having a fundraiser because now they move on to Georgia for the next part of the baseball tournament. And so me and my dad, we've got the family reunion happening on Saturday. But in addition to that, they're doing a golf fundraiser. So I am currently either up in West Virginia or headed to West Virginia while you're watching this. And so I wanted to come out early. I'm out here early in the morning before the heat. It's 70-some degrees, but it is thick and muggy. We're supposed to have severe storms today. So one reason I wanted to get up here, do this early, I wanted to get a mow on it. And then hopefully before I leave for West Virginia, I'll have mowed it before when this video comes out. So very quickly, if you didn't see the last video, we did some GCI 3800 granular, and that's what it looks like. If you see any of the till fert, looks like it kind of pulled up a little bit right here. Some of this is spread out a little more. We've got extension of our plugs right here. I've not done any additional plugs. It's just been, today would be the morning, or this would be the morning to kind of do that. I've just not, I don't know that I want to continue that. And if I am, I need to get on to it. Maybe next week when I get back, August. I know that in August we can at least get it rooted and established. And these are showing some top growth, so that's good. I'm using the GoPro. I'm in 4K. If you got 4K device, please let me know. I like to hear from you guys whether, man, that iPhone looks way better than that GoPro. Please let me know. But here is our project lawn. We've talked about how we've thrown sand down, and the sand looks like it has settled down a little bit. And it's starting to fill in. The stolons are starting to go right over top the sand, and we're starting to finally see it kind of close in. And yeah, like I told you guys, I said in a week it would be filled in, and it might be less than that. I think definitely by the time I come back from West Virginia, this will not be as it looks right now. Let's just put it that way. So our gaps will be filling in. Still going to pay attention to our middle area here. This is where I was pulling the plugs from, try to put some sand. The sand was wet. So therefore, because it was wet sand, it didn't really get down into the holes as dry sand would. So we need to pay attention to this. I don't want this to cave in and be just a nightmare. The grass is a little long. We're going to mow it, but that is the point of this video. And we're going to look at how I mow this thing. And if you're somebody that's like, hey, I like the way this looks fun, man. You've inspired me. I've heard a couple people say that. I think I'm going to get some plugs and try to do the same thing that you're doing. Then I would encourage you. I think if you're a fescue person, you got a little piece of property, you can throw a tray of plugs in and just kind of watch it grow and take care of it, see how it does in full sun. I would encourage you to do it. It's fun. I enjoy it. I am so glad I did this. And you guys recommended it from the beginning. I always knew warm season was what we would do out here. But before we mow it, let's go over here to where my mowers are. And I just want to talk about that real briefly with you. So I recently told you guys on the last video, I didn't go into details. I had originally filmed a video that I didn't release, and I just kind of deleted the footage off the GoPro, but it was because we bought a new American reel mower. I think if you're doing something small like me, I'm in the perfect wheelhouse for what American reel mower provides a mower for. Why would you go reel mower? Are you trying to be Mr. Low and Mow and reel mower? No, that's not it. The reason why I personally purchased the reel mower, not because it's American, not because of the company or the brand or sponsorship or any of that, was literally because every single time I had to either one, bring my own Honda mower up here, which my Honda mower cuts fantastic. I love it. It's just a nightmare to have to drag it up from the shed, pick it up, put it in the truck, bring it up here, unload it by myself. hope I don't pull my back out because I really love to play golf, and then load it back up when it's dirty, and then, you know, so that wasn't where I was like, this ain't working. And it's I would defeat myself in my mind before I ever got out here of, I don't feel like doing that today. So then we got an old, somebody donated a mower, had a guy in the church working on it, did the very best he couldn't get the thing to start. And you're talking about aggravated. That was pretty aggravating. So every time I come up here to try to use that mower, it wouldn't work, and I would leave. And it's like, this just felt like the world's coming apart, right? Because my mower don't work. So that is the reason why I got this. No gas. I don't have to worry about pulling it and it not wanting to crank or the motor start. So real mowing it, especially on Bermuda when you can cut it lower, this just made perfect sense for what we're doing. Plus, you know, I've seen these other real mowers, whether they have a motor or non-motor, gas powered or not, they're in the 2000s. I saw what Cam had on Elevate Lawns. I mean, it cuts, it looks beautiful, beautiful piece of machine. I don't think he has a motor on his. It's for a small area. Looks like it's more of a professional equipment. Would love to have I don't deserve that, is the way I look at it right now. I don't have property or grass that deserves that type of $2,000 mower right now. So anyways, that's why we're looking at the American mower. Now, Mr. Ferguson, you had one. Why did you buy this one instead of that one? Well, the main reason was two things. Number one, the old one, I started getting the ripples in the iron cutter Bermuda. So I was like, hey, I need to figure out how to sharpen this thing. How do you take the blade off and take it to the mechanic guy? Like, I don't know how this works. Well, American Mower makes a little sharpener like this. You either can sharpen it like this by putting it up there and grinding it this way, or it sharpens it with these legs on the black part, and you put it on top and sharpen it that way. And so you can go like that. I'm not sure, like, if you go back and forth or only one way. I really don't know. I haven't really watched a video on it because this one is brand new. But I was like, hey, I need to get a sharpener. Well, the sharpener was almost, this was $100 more than the sharpener. I was like, well, I can get a sharpener, sharpen both of them, but also have a better 7-blade instead of a 4-blade, which is the main reason I bought this thing. It's got 7 blades instead of 4, which makes a huge difference. It sounds different. It cuts better. I feel like this one doesn't cut as low, and that may be mental. It may be just me thinking that, but the main reason is because this thing has 7 blades on it, and so that's why I want it, and it cuts way better, and I like it. It's got the big wheels. These are basically molded. They're not air. So we've talked about that on spreaders. You know, we like to have the air tires, but when it comes, this entire lower section is already put together. You don't have to do anything down here. You're basically putting these screws in up top. Hopefully you can see that. You're just putting 3 bolts in to the handle, and then this literally is just leveraged, like the pressure is pushing outwards, and these little pegs, there's little pegs right here where once you get it in the mail, I can get a little closer to show you guys. There's some little pegs right here and right here. I'm not sure if you can see that, but if I was to squeeze this inward together, it would just come right off. These little pegs, you're just putting them right in the holes, and the pressure pops them out, and that's it. And so it holds it in place. The other major thing, let me turn it around. The roller is a little bit better. This part is a little bit better than the old, cheaper one. I think it was also more narrow. I want to say this one is 16-inch wide. And then so it's a little bit wider. So the roller is better, but the main thing that I may or may not have talked about last time is how you adjust the height. On the old mower, on the old American one, it's like a cheaper model. It was my first one I've ever purchased. I just got something cheap real fast. This one, all you have to do is unscrew the bolt and adjust it and retighten them up. The other one, you could not do this by hand. You had to have an actual wrench to undo it, and it's like, this is a nightmare. So you had to have an actual wrench to be able to adjust the height of the roller here. It does also look like, and I didn't even know this before I walked up, it does look like you can adjust how high you want this bar right here to be. So it looks like you can take a flathead. I need to research that because I have not done all the research on it before I bought this, but you can adjust more the height right here of the spinning part here, and I don't want to cut myself. But anyways, so main thing, 7 blades, also adjustable. I don't need any tools out here at the project lawn to be able to adjust the height of this. And so anyways, I'm happy with it. So that's about it. If you're interested in American real mowers, I tag this one in this video. Check it out. If you're buying something like just a few plugs, you know, that you're putting in the ground, and you're gonna, you know, obviously I started with exactly what you guys recommended. I did not start by using a real mower. I started by using my weed eater. I think that is the way to go. And that's what I'm doing with these little plugs that we've put in the ground. Take your weed eater, you're just barely trimming the top to promote growth. And once it finally starts getting the stallings and the runners taken off, then we moved on to going here and cutting them as low as we can to obviously promote spreading, because we're doing a grow in, as Cam said, which is a great way to describe it. So I just wanted to show you guys, this is what I'm mowing with. I don't come up here. I hide this under the steps over here at the church. Is where the wasp got me, so I'm being careful nowadays. But I like it. We will see how long we can use this. If we expand our property, you know, we may have to look at something a little bit wider. If we've got, you know, 3,000 square feet or so, or 4,000 square feet of Bermuda grass to cut, this may be a little bit more on the edge of being able to use this one. This one is going to be obviously better than that one. We may look at something wider in the future. If we do something at the house, this may come back to the house with me, being I paid for it. And if I do a little small section in my house, this may be the one with the 7 blades. So just wanted to show you that. That's what we're working with. That's what I'm cutting with. So with that said, as the gnats are already coming out to play, let's go over here and let's do a cut with the American Real Mower. All right, so as I mentioned, I'm going to start over here on the left side. I always do a double cut every time I mow this thing, and I'm starting now all the way on the far left. And so I apologize for the sound, but let's get to it. The last time we mowed it was on Sunday morning. And it doesn't look like it's really doing anything to the plugs that we expanded with. I need to bring my mower, weed eater, excuse me. Because of these plugs, I forget that. And I need to really promote them pushing outwards. But hopefully, once it gets tall enough, we'll start mowing. So, but I'll still run over them at least to try to promote. Maybe we're just nicking a little bit. That's great. But let's get into it. And it's definitely cutting. It's been 2 days, and they're definitely chopping some grass, which is just amazing. 2 days, it grows that much. So we'll do a pass or two, and then we'll kind of take a look at it. Do one more pass, take a look at it. Now, Bermuda people, let me know. But here we go. I'm cutting it when there is actually dew on the ground. I don't think that's a big problem, but let me know in the comments if you would, you know, not do that. But here is what the mow kind of looks like. I don't know how well this is going to pick up on the camera, but I don't see the ripples that I was seeing with the 4-blade mower. And it's cutting it, what? I'm trying my best to get you guys down here, but it looks like we're cutting maybe a 1/4 inch. So it's grown a 1/4 inch, and we've really not had the hot, high, sunny heat days we had previously. Let me go this way and just kind of give you, maybe this view is a little better, but you can see the passes we've done over here, over this area. This area kind of slopes off a little bit to the right. So I see a little bit of maybe of rippling there. Let me set you back up. We'll just leave you guys back here while we do this and talk. But yeah, give me a comment on, for those that know, you know, how water affects the real mower. I mean, obviously, I try not to mow with my Honda when it's wet. Is that the same? Does it matter? Is it the exact same thing with the real mower? I would imagine so. Obviously, rust. You don't want to rust out your blades and all that. So let me know. But yeah, maybe that has something to do with the rippling that you'll sometimes see. I really don't think I see that when it's dry. So maybe that's a product of the water that's on the lawn. But man, it is still, the dew is crazy. It's going to storm tonight, and they say severe. You know how that means. We'll probably get nothing. But if it does, definitely wanted to get out here and mow this early. I'm setting the timer and the sprinkler off because we've had so much water. Like, I can't even walk in the grass. It was cut last weekend, but your shoes get soaking wet from the dew, and we've not had dew like that in a while, believe it or not. So, yep, but there we go. Man, it's so much fun just to, I kind of overlap. Like I said, I don't put the tire on tire track like I do at my fescue. I overlap this blade to make sure that I'm cutting everything. And hopefully that reflects a little bit on the GoPro there in 4K. Might be going a little slow too. The noise, you know, I don't want the noise to be drowning out my voice, but I'll shut up and we'll just kind of maybe fast forward this section a hair. Now let's finish it off completely. So hats off to the American mower. It is pelted in iron cutter and weeds and common Bermuda, but as you can see, did a great job. It is wet, so it collects all this down here, all the Bermuda clippings right here. I've tried to rake up this area, by the way, right here where you see all dirt to keep this mulch back. But anyways, you can see how much it cut, and we just cut this thing. We just cut this thing on Sunday. It's been 2 days. And look at how long those clippings are. They're pretty decently long. It's grown a lot. I think you could probably mow this thing every day. So anyways, I'll take this up here and wash it off. But look at all that. That's a lot of growth. So it is growing. It's got the end, and it is growing. But here we go, finished product. Again, we're continuing to fill in, and it's just a pleasure and fun. If you've not done it, again, I would encourage you to get some plugs, let them fill in. It's fun, man. It's addicting. It's enjoyable when the gnats aren't out and when it's a nice temperature. Obviously, when it's hot and sunny, and and I think also when it's dry. It's not as fun when my shoes are soaking wet. I got these Skechers on. I picked the wrong shoe today. Not thinking about the dew and the wetness, but obviously we're going to storm tonight, so we want to get this thing mowed. And the other thing I'm not seeing, guys, since we've done the sand leveling and stuff like that, is I don't see that brown anymore. Remember back when it was growing in, I think we're just past this stage, which is when all the tops of the plugs were getting clipped and scalped and it was brown. Now we're not getting that anymore. We're straight up just green everywhere. It's finally getting tall enough and filled in enough. Obviously the sand might help a little bit with that. I know that, like, I got to figure out how, you know, the edges, you know, are not crisp and clean and straight, and it makes me want to cut it. But I know we're growing in, so I'm just going to let it eventually, probably next summer, all of these runners will run off to the right. And, you know, we won't have to, mainly, we'll just we'll know where to end, right? It'll be weeds, and Bermuda will end, but it'll continue to fill in these areas. But, man, it is definitely, as they say, it's an aggressive, spreading type of Bermuda. And that makes it even more fun to see, you know, the sand leveling, or the things where we put sand in here. When we pull the plugs out of this lawn now, it fills in so quickly. And the sand obviously settles in, but the runners, man, they take off fast in this North Carolina climate, which is just, it's fun to watch. And it would be cool to almost to set up a time lapse of how these stallings and runners fill in. Just, it would be creepy looking, I think. It would just like it's just shooting all over the place. But anyways, this entire area that was bare, we added some in, we put some sand down. Now we got some more nitrogen. Some of it's slow release coming in. This is filling in very quickly. So hopefully it'll overtake all that crabgrass, but we are looking good. Our plugs, again, I need to probably rake a little more of this mess and get it back over there from the rain, but it's going well, guys. Thank you for sticking around, watching. Give it a thumbs up if you enjoy it. It looks cut, it looks low for yet another day. And so by the time I get back from West Virginia, it's probably going to be a very long mow, and it's going to look like snow. As I joked last time with my other mower, it looked like snow coming out. I mean, it was Bermuda clippings galore. With this new mower, though, we can erase it and then lower it back down. I didn't have a choice last time, but man, it looks good. Project lawn's coming along. We're continuing to fill in, ready for the sand part to get filled in, so we don't have that that eyesore in the middle, but it's not so terrible. It kind of looks like a fairway. But anyways, thank you guys for watching. Appreciate it. We will catch you on the video after West Virginia if I'm able to get one in. God bless you. We'll see you next time.